Hello beautiful ones. It's been a while since I've made a video. As I've mentioned before, I've been dealing with some health issues, and excuse me if my breath is a little labored. I'm going through some things, and it's been really tough for me. You think that being spiritual and having gifts, you can heal yourself, and God loves you. You can heal yourself and think positively and do all these things. You can heal yourself. But that's not always the way it turns out. We have a lot going on in our lives, and the fact that we have a lot going on in our lives, I think that we tend to not look at what is going on in our lives and what has been going on, and just how much that contributes to our health. Because I'm here to tell you, in my experience, those that we surround ourselves with, they are directly responsible for our health. And we should, the thing is people aren't aware of this, and I'm not going around blaming people and saying, hey, I'm going to hold you directly responsible for my health because of how you've treated me. There's so much information out now. We have access to the internet, and there's tons and tons and tons of resources, so we should be able to put in the effort. And like, I've been doing this for almost 18 years of my life, and I finally found what I believe is the answer to what causes disease. And but there comes a time when Western medicine has to intervene, and in my case, I really didn't have a choice. Well, I did have a choice. We always have a choice, but I chose to trust a doctor and their advice, and the advice was, put it this way, I wasn't given the care that I believe that I should have been given. And what the heck, it's not their life, right? And I wasn't given all the information. I wasn't given enough information for me to make a really good choice. And so I went with what the doctor said I should do, and now I'm regretting the choice that I made. And it's very possible, I hope it doesn't, but it might wind up costing me my life. And unless there's a miracle. But the thing is once you make a choice and you have a surgery, you can't turn it around. So at that point, what happens because of a procedure and how it's changed you and changed your body, you're not going to be able to heal that. And so it's like with breast cancer. I naturally lost my breasts, and I can't get those back naturally. So, but at any rate, if we were aware of what truly causes illness and disease, as a world, as humans, I think that we would live our lives so differently. And that's why I share the things that I do with you guys, because I hope that anything that I say, even the smallest bit of what I say, might help you. And so I'm going to get into where this is headed, and I want you to know that this whole twin flame phenomena, and let me see, rage, it's really a big thing, and it seems to just have grown so popular. When all these gifts came to me, and when all this knowledge came to me, it was long before any of this was popular or easy to find on the internet, because it wasn't. It was quite different back then. People speaking light language, I could barely find anything on it back then. But now it's everywhere. And that's great. That's great. That's wonderful. Keep it up, brothers and sisters. I thank you and blessings. Please continue to do the work because we are in need of it. And anyway, the twin flame rage, and it's really just it's getting out of control with people so desperate to find that twin flame that they will overlook the behavior of their mate. And that's what I want to discuss is I don't believe that your twin flame would be someone that could harm you. Now, there are so many theories and so many people claim they know everything, but the problem with listening to someone and trusting them and their guidance is that they really shouldn't be telling you who they think your twin flame is and or isn't. And quite frankly, I don't think a lot of people know. I think that there is so much going on in the world and so much to cloud our our emotions and our thinking and our rationality that, we're kind of living in a fairy tale. And because it is hard to live in this world, and we're looking for something amazing and wonderful and something that can take us away from the suffering and the pain. And of course, as human beings, we want love and we want to be loved and nurtured and cared for. And the thought of a twin flame, somebody that would love me unlike anybody else and would never hurt me. And, I've got news for you. If there is such a thing as twin flame, I took my videos down, by the way, because I don't feel right putting them up. I don't feel right because I believe that I was wrong, and I can admit that. I believe that. I mean, and the thing is I can tell you right now, guys, that you will have everything there, all the signs, everything there, everything there. And so it leads you to wonder if there's a dark force behind it. What really led you? Were you really that blind? And so, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's not, blame ourselves or beat ourselves up. But if it's your twin flame, I can't imagine that God would that a twin flame would exist that would hurt you. Now, I'm not talking about just regular relationship issues, things that normal people disagree about. What I'm talking about, let's just get it out, is narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic personality disorder, sociopaths, psychopaths, these mood disordered people. And there are so many of them out there, more than what we realize. And I know a lot of information is out on the internet now and YouTube with people talking about narcissists. And I'm so grateful because empaths especially, we keep attracting these people, and I'm not going to get into that right now, but yeah, it has to stop. And unfortunately, the whole popularity with the twin flame thing is causing us to continue and to attract these people and harm ourselves, and even more so because we're hoping for this twin flame and we're thinking that this is really it. And what happens is you mistake the insanity of what's going on in the relationship for the twin flame dance, and it really can be deceiving, and it really can be confusing. So what happens is you allow this person forgiveness time and time again because you think, well, this is my twin flame and we're growing from this and we're evolving from this, right? But eventually you'll find in time that no, that it's only getting worse. And so you have to cut it off. You have to cut it off. And so I just want you to know that if anything hurts you, if anyone hurts you, if you are feeling something is not right, I don't care if that's your twin flame or not in your mind. Even if the truth is that, oh, guess what? Your twin flame actually is someone that was meant to harm you, and this was only so you learn the lessons to love yourself and every lesson that you need to learn to evolve and to grow. Well, you know what? For me, I don't care then. I don't care because I'm not living what life I have left, whether it's a year, a month, or 20 years or 50 years. I'm not living it being mistreated and played with. And so understand that, and it doesn't matter. I don't care if you've, even if you've told people that this is your twin flame and you think, oh my gosh, I'm going to be so humiliated, I'm going to be so embarrassed. Who cares? This is your life. This is your life. And when someone does not respect you, even in, it's like you don't deserve it in a healthy state. But being someone who's been having some health concerns for a couple years now, my health only worsened when the behavior worsened, and everything matched up as to why these things were happening. And guess what? Now I can't go back. I can't undo those things. And that was all because of forgiveness and love and nurturing and thinking that I was doing the right thing, because that's my twin flame. Now, please feel free to reach out to me, because I have so much information on this, and really, you really need to think about this. Even if you don't know anything about twin flames and you're saying, what is that? But you're in an unhealthy relationship, again, please reach out to me, because these people will show their true colors eventually, and it really hurts. I mean, it's devastating. And this has happened to me not once but twice now. And, a lot of you could say, well, you're just dumb. And but it doesn't work that way, you guys. It doesn't work that way. We are empaths. We are loving people. We are who we are, our high vibrations. And it's very hard for us to turn people away. It's very hard for us to not want to fix. And let me tell you, you've got to learn your boundaries, and you've got to learn your to be assertive. And it doesn't matter how many people, you tick off. I don't care, because I'm not going to stop being me. I'm not going to stop being me, and I'm not going to stop what I've learned. That's why I'm here. And I really hope I stick around a long time, because my children need me and I love them. But God may have other plans. But I want you to know that I have been through so much and I've learned so much, and that I am here. I'm only one person, but feel free to reach out. Don't sit in silence, please. The last thing I want you to do is sit in silence. Reach out, okay? And just know that if somebody's going to mistreat you and really, really say terrible things to you, especially when you're fighting for your life, it shows who that person is, not you. You don't have any explaining to do. And see, that's another thing I've done. I've always felt like I need to explain myself and to that person or even to other people, and you don't. That's the thing, you don't. And just like narcissists and sociopaths, when they're done with you and they're ready to discard you, then there's different ways that they go about this. But more times than not, if you're the one, if they see that they're not getting their way with you, then they will go about discarding you in a way that makes it seem like you're the bad person, because they don't want to be viewed as who they really are. And so therefore they're going to do all they can. They're going to play the games with you. They're going to have the the gaslighting and the word salad. And, of course, once it's all said and done, it doesn't matter if you're sick, well, you will get blasted. Everybody that knows your name or knows who you are or doesn't, you will be talked about as the bad person. And, some people might even say, wait a minute, but this person's going through all this and that. How could she even do that? Well, obviously it's not true. But people, you know, they're more for drama and popularity. And if it seems like it's better to believe that other person, well, then they will. But but I'm not going to let that stop me because the truth needs to get out there. And so when they're ready to discard you, um, you're not going to get the whole world, or people around you knowing that, wow, this person did this and they did that. And, it's going to be done in only a way that you know. Because again, only you know this person, and people that they've done it to, more than likely they don't even know. You have to know the things that I know, and if you have any experience with this, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, again, please contact me, reach out, because I'd like to help you. It's so important, and especially for our younger children. My oldest is almost 18, so it's getting to the age where, well, it's already past the age where you want to start informing your children about these people because they are very dangerous, and they're predators, and it's a shame. It's a shame, and but just know, don't let them don't let them make you feel like they're the victim, okay? And I don't care how many stories they tell you, and just be prepared, because once the discard happens, you can be lucky that they'll leave you alone. But like with my first ex, my children's father there, he, it's been since 2010 and he hasn't stopped. So, and hence part of my health. And, they won't stop, most of them, until you're dead. And that's exactly what they want, and that's why I really want you guys to reach out to me. Blessings to you. Don't let it get to this point for you. That's why I'm here. Please don't let it get to this point for you, my dear ones. Reach out to me. Reach out to someone. Okay? I truly love you guys. I thank you for your continued support and emails and likes and subscribing. And, that's has nothing to do with popularity. To me, it just means there's one more person that I might be able to help. I wish you all the best. And I love you. Peace. Namaste.